Hello everyone, you are welcome into another tutorial, and in today's tutorial we'll be making a box blouse popularly called dashiki, and the total amount of fabric we are working with is 2 yards. So let's go ahead and fold our fabric. So I've already folded the fabric into 4 because we'll be cutting the two together. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll go ahead and input my shoulder measurement. Half of my shoulder measurement is 8.5 inches. Then from that point, I'll be going out by 12 inches for the sleeve extension. Then I'll be adding 1 inch sewing allowance to it. Then I'll go ahead and input my neck measurement. The neck width I'm working with is 3.5 inches. Because I'm a plus size, you can use 3 inches. While the neck depth we are working with is 1.5 inches. Because we are cutting the front and the back together, so we'll be taking the back measurement first. So once I'm done connecting, then I'll go ahead and measure the length of my blouse. The length I'm working with is 28 inches, then plus 2 inches sewing allowance. So I'll mark it out. I'll also repeat the same measurement at the center of our fabric. Your blouse length may not be as long as mine. You can use your own preference, either 24 inches, 26 or 28 inches. But I just preferred mine to be long because I'm a plus size. So once I'm done marking, I'll be taking the measurement from the shoulder, then I'll be marking it at the hem of our blouse. So the 8.5 inches plus 12 inches, then plus 1 inch sewing allowance. That is the measurement we are bringing down. And once I'm done marking, I'll be connecting with my straight ruler. And I'll also be connecting the sewing allowance. The sewing allowance we are marking out is meant for the sleeve, but we have to mark it all through. And once I'm done marking, I'll be cutting off the excess fabric on the edges. So I'm done cutting. So I'll go ahead now and input the sleeve opening. So I'll be coming down by 12 inches. Then I'll repeat the same measurements on the sewing allowance. And I'll connect the two into a straight line. And once I'm done connecting, we can start cutting now. So I'll be cutting the neckline first. And once I'm done cutting the neckline, I'll go to the side and cut it out. So we'll now shape out the sleeve side now. So we are done cutting our blouse. So the next thing we do now is to cut out the front neckline. So to do this now, we need to open up our fabric. So we now open it on the side. The front will be separated by the back. You can see. So they will be demarcated by the shoulder line. So we now adjust it properly, matching the two fabric. So we can use either of the side for the front neckline. So from the center front now, I'll be coming down by 1 inch more. So once I'm done marking, we'll be connecting it to the shoulder line. So you adjust your ruler properly, meeting the crease line at the shoulder area. So we can cut it out now. Then we'll be going down by additional 4 inches for the center front. The reason we are adding that 4 inches is so that our top will be able to pass through our head. So I'll be cutting out the front neckline now. But we will not be cutting the center front now. So I'll be notching it so that it will be easy for us to identify the front neckline. Then the next thing we'll do now is to cut out our facing. So I've already folded my fabric, and the length I'm working with is 17 inches by 14 inches. But because I'm cutting the two together, so my fabric is in fold. You can see, so I'll fold it over again because I like turning my facing. But if you don't want to turn yours, you just cut a single facing, then you fold the raw edges. So I will align the facing to the neckline, ensuring that the facing is longer at the center front so that it can accommodate the 4 inches extension. Then I'll go ahead and cut it out. And once I'm done cutting, I'll be removing the clip so that I can separate the fabric from the facing. Then I'll be shaping the facing, but before I do that, I'll need to mark out the 4 inch extension so that it will be a guide for me when I'm shaping the facing. So I can start shaping it now. So I'm done shaping the facing. The next thing I'll do is to stitch around the edges so that I can use one to turn the other. Then once I'm done turning, I'll be placing it on our fabric. The next thing is to open up our fabric to the right side. So we adjust the fabric properly. Then we place our facing on it, noting the center front. So from the center front now, we mark a straight line downward so that we can mark out our 4 inches extension. And once I'm done marking the straight line, I'll take my tape measure and input the 4 inches extension. Then I'll go back to the top and go out by 1/4 inch on both sides. Then I'll be connecting with my straight ruler from the 1/4 inch point down to the 4 inches extension. I'll also repeat the same thing on the other side, connecting from the top to the 4 inches extension. And once I'm done doing that, the next thing is to go ahead and stitch the neckline by 1/2 inch all around. Then at the center front, we'll follow the line that we just marked now. So I'm done stitching the neckline. The next thing we do is to slit open at the center front. Then you have to be very careful at the edge so that you don't cut through your thread. So once I'm done slitting, the next thing is to cut off the excess fabric at the edges. Then you notch around the neckline so that it can lay flat by the time you are turning it over to the other side. Make sure you don't cut through your thread. And once I'm done notching, I'll be turning it over. So I'm done turning the facing to the wrong side now. Then I've also ironed it down. So by the time we turn it to the right side and adjusting it properly, you will see how the neckline is laying flat, looking so beautiful and neat. So the next thing we do is to go ahead and work on our sleeve. So we turn our fabric back to the wrong side. Then make sure you tack down your facing with thread and needle so that it's not shifting around. So the next thing we do now is to fold in our sleeve by the 1 inch sewing allowance we added. So once we are done folding it, we stitch it down. Then we also repeat the same thing on the other sleeve as well. So by the time I'm done stitching, I'll be showing us. So I'm done stitching the sleeve on both sides. Then I've aligned the fabric properly from the shoulder line to the hem. Then I'll be stitching it down by 1 inch. Then I'll repeat the same thing on the other side as well. And once I'm done stitching, I'll turn the fabric around and fold in the raw edges. So by the time I'm done doing that, I'll be showing us the final look. So I'm done stitching our fabric and this is the final look of our fabric. And I've also given it a good press. You can see how it's laying flat, looking clean and neat. And by the time you are done sewing yours, you should be having something like this. And you can also share it with us on our Facebook group, Sewing Le-Classique. If you enjoyed this tutorial, kindly give us a giant thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to be notified anytime we upload a new video. Thank you for watching.